just wait for Johnny to wind up. That's all right, Sherman. Just let me know when he winds up. Tell him I'm on live. Hi, Wendy. Hi, TK. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Egypt. How are you all? Yeah, it'll take him a while to wind up, but that's all right. Hello, B. Barrera. How are you? Thank you for joining us. And TK, I don't think I've seen you before. And Sherman, I think you're all new to my channel. Thank you for joining. And hi, Cappies. How are you? Yes, you're still on Thursday. We're into Friday morning here. He just finished. Yeah, we'll give him a break. Hi, Linda Barurian. Thank you for joining us. And yeah, just wait a few minutes. Hello, James Lee. How are you? Thank you. Hi, Wendy. Different Wendy. It's not Wendy K. Tara Newbie. Hi, how are you? Zenless Serenity. Oh, what an awesome name. Thank you for joining us. Sweet P68. Yeah. How you going? Yeah. Oh, thank you, James Lee. Thank you. It's really nice. Yes, prayers and hearts to you too, Tara Newbie. Definitely. Yeah. Yeah. Now, hi, Debbie Ann. Welcome. Thank you. You just switched over from Johnny. That's fine. That's good. I'm shameless. I'll piggyback on him anyway. But yeah, just spiritual seeker. Thank you. Hello. Hi, Rachel and Gail K. First time listener, Gail. Oh, I hope you enjoy what I have to offer. And yeah, hi, Zelda. How are you? And yeah, Claudia Cooper. Hello. Welcome. Well, we've got a few people. Please remember to stick the thumbs up. Click thumbs up. Ms. May, you're leaping. Yes, I'm leaping frog. Thank you for joining us. Mary Lou A. Yes, thank you for joining and coming over to join me. And I know it's getting ladish over there, but J Cat Lady, hello. How are you? Well, we've got a few people on, so I might start. Beverly Dudick, hello. Welcome. Yes, welcome to all the first timers. Before we start, I'm going to hold up a little thing that I always do if I can find it. It's just here it is. Yeah. Sharon Granger, hello. I do this because it stops YouTube from cutting off the videos. This video is for entertainment purposes only. The statements expressed here are opinions based on my intuitive interpretations of tarot and similar cards and should not be construed as statements of fact or proof of wrongdoing by any individual. I do that just to stop being cut off. So, yes, it is for entertainment purposes only. Texarkana, hi! Texarkana, you're not a first timer here. I've had you on my lead. Oh no, you might not have been on mine before, but I've definitely seen your comments on the others. So welcome, Texarkana. Yeah, Lucian, how are you? Anyway, I got caught out towards the end of Johnny's broadcast there to help my husband with something. He gets up in the morning and he's very crippled with pain and all that. So hang on a minute. I'm just gonna, so you can't see the ugly. There we go. Ugly ironing board gone. So yeah, he needs help getting settled in the morning. Anyway, yeah. So before I got caught out, Johnny was reading on. You were talking about various members, and I did a quick read on Mitt Romney and then Bernie and stuff, and my mind just wandered about just GOP and just in general, just the whole administration in general type thing, and my mind just wandered, and I really wasn't concentrating in anything, but I drew a few cards and it showed a very interesting picture because I was thinking about that general whole mess in Washington. Now I'm using the Bohemian Animal Tarot. This actually has an extra major arcana card called the Hereafter, and yeah, anything. Anyway, so to get back to it, and I drew 7 cards and it painted a really interesting picture. Now, the first one is Nancy Pelosi, and I did get a giggle, okay? This is Nancy in this deck. She's a dragon lady sitting on her throne with her wand and she's looking towards, don't reckon still food, the White House and the Trump administration. Okay, so I left these cards here. This was before I read on Bernie, actually. I just covered them up in paper. She's looking towards the Trump administration, something about money not being shared properly. Hi, Johnny. If they're in the deck, Johnny, yes, I do use the extra cards if they're there. But that one didn't come up. But, yeah, but something about the sharing of resources. She's had some news that is not making her happy at all. And I think she's presenting the Republicans with a crossroad moment. I would love to, Cappy's mum. How do I do that? But I don't know how to do that. So can somebody tell me how to do that? And yeah, and then I think Cappy's mum can then make someone a moderator from that. So how would I do that? Let's see. Put user in timeout. No, I don't want to put a user in timeout. Can somebody tell me how to make Cappy's mum a moderator? And I will do that, definitely. That's one of the things I've been wanting to ask. Press on one of our dots. Okay, so where is, press on one of your dots. Put user in. I only get put user in timeout and block user. Yeah. So click on where are you, Johnny? Click on the name. Okay. No, that's Larry's girl. You do it on YouTube. Okay. I'll have to open up YouTube then. I generally keep it closed when I'm streaming, but I'll just open it up next door and let's see. Hope you can all still see me. It's just coming up. So hang on. Larry's girl, your name is right across. Oops. Don't show hide Larry's girl. Oh my goodness, I'll sort that out in a minute. Hide, there we go. Hide Larry's girl. Oh, come on. Oh dear. I'm just YouTube taking its time coming up. So I will definitely. Can I do it on playback, make someone a moderator? Can I do that? Can I go in and look at it on YouTube later and make someone a moderator? You wouldn't think that my day, that, you know, when I'm working, I work with computers all the time. Anyway, where were we? Yeah, so Nancy's presenting them with a bit of a crossroads moment. And she's giving them an offer they don't really want. And that is to put Trump out in the cold, or she'll be coming for all of them. Yeah, I can do it in settings. Thank you, darling. I'll have a look at that. Yes, Cappy's, I will make you Cappy's mum, I will make you a moderator. Absolutely. If anyone else wants to volunteer for the job, I'd be happy to make them one too. So I'll just write that down now. I'm too cute. Thank you. Cappy's mum. Oh, thank you, Larry's girl. Are you off now, Johnny? You can't get some sleep, love. Oh my God, I went Australian. I went love. I said love. I said doll. Anyway, as Australians are watching, they'll know exactly who I'm referencing there. And yeah, I'm getting some extra noise from YouTube, so I'll just turn that off there. And yeah. Oh, so it's Texarkana. You were kind of shocked to see your mug on TV. Sorry, Texarkana. Well, everyone can see your mug in the comments, but yeah. Oh, it's a lovely mug. Okay. It's gorgeous. So yeah, I actually got this spread when Johnny was still going, and I thought, oh my God. I was thinking, should I put me on now. And I thought, no, I'll wait. And yeah, so I found that very interesting, but I did get the biggest giggle when I saw Nancy as the dragon lady, which I think she's probably been called a few times before. But you know what? Dragons in the true mythology of dragons, which is the Chinese mythology of dragons, they're actually luck. They're good luck. So, you know, you never know. Yeah, I actually, when I was watching Johnny, I was looking at a couple of things as well, a couple of stories that were on the thing. Thank you. I love laughter. just, I love to find something to laugh at every day, and something I can't unfortunately do at the moment, but I love it when I can find someone I've never met before, a total stranger, and I can share a laugh with them. That's one of my favorite things, and of course it's hard to do nowadays, so I'm loving sharing my laughter with you guys, and hopefully you sharing, getting in on some of the jokes with me too. Yeah. Oh, there goes the animal deck. It's saying no more, no more. Yes. Oh, I'm going to post it later today. But the other day I did a Creep Fest 3.0. And believe me, I had the Palo Santo lights lit. I had a flame lit, everything, because it's on Miller, Jared, and Steve Bannon. And oh, so I will be posting that later today. Where's that notebook? Oh, here it is. Yes, it's a great community. I absolutely love the community here, and I feel so thankful that I've been welcomed into it as well. You know, it's just, yeah, and yeah. I was saying yesterday, I commented with Becca or something that I went all fangirl on Johnny the other day. I couldn't help it. I just love you so much. I'm doing it again. Anyway, I saw a story. It caught my eye. There's that idiot from Oklahoma who had a zoo, and he decided he was going to try and get rid of the person from the Carol Baskin, the lady from the Animal Authority place. And yes, he is adorable. And so he was charged with attempted murder for hire, a slew of wildlife charges, and get this makes me sick to my stomach, but it doesn't make the next thing a surprise at all. Killing 5 tigers. He was given 30 years. Donald Trump Jr., no surprise with all the pictures of him with innocent animals at his feet, has said, oh, that's a bit rough. I think it's too aggressive a sentence. So some idiot journalist brought up Donald John Jr.'s comments in the White House briefing, and now Trump's decided he's going to have a look at that case and look at pardoning the guy. Oh my God. Let's have a look and see if he does such a stupid move, and believe me, it is a stupid move. I'm going to use, this is the Neo Tarot, the box in the Neo Tarot, and I use anything with, where I think idiots need to tone it down because they're just total idiots. I call it my tone it down deck because of the muted colours. I love the colours. I love the deco-ish thing on the back, and I love the stylized. It does remind me very much of the 1920s stylized posters and all that. I love that Art Deco stylization about it. But because of the muted colours, I call it the tone it down deck. Will this go anywhere? Okay. Yeah, apparently. But I reckon it's because he killed the tigers, and Junior thinks, look, nothing wrong with that. Yes, I don't think he should ever be let out myself, but let's have a look and see if that's gonna go anywhere. Is this pardon of, what's his name? I'm not going to use the name they had for him because he doesn't look exotic. He just looks, honestly, what's the term we have for him here? Bogan. He looks like a Bogan reject. Even the Bogans wouldn't want this dude. It's the bleached hair. Bogans don't bleach their hair. Bogans are, yeah, well, yeah, even the Bogans here in Australia wouldn't want it. But, yeah, his full name is Joseph Allen Maldonado dash Passage. Sounds like a white tanker to me. That's a spoonerism. Or watty twanker. Oh, we had the these flew out. The Knight of Swords. Someone charging in and thinking it's a good idea. Where are we? Here we go again. Charging in and thinking it's a good idea. My right is on my left on the screen, and my left is on my right on the screen, so I get confusing. And oh, he's definitely thinking about it. He's definitely talking to people about it. Ivanka. Knight of Swords is a yes card, and the Lovers is a yes card. Oh, people would feel it's a huge betrayal. So let's do one more layer and see what else comes out about this. This is one guy they don't want to let out. There's no way. Ten of Wands upside down. 10 of Wands is usually a no, but it's like he's dropping his bundle. So it's reversed, so that's a yes. If he does it, it's going to be a huge, yeah. 5 of Cups, he will regret it big time if he does. And 9 of Cups, and it's just going to add to him going down. So he's thinking about it, but will he do it? Let's see. I'll just ask one more layer. Will he do it? Will it happen? I'll just do one card on that. Yes, no, will it happen? Yeah, you hope not. 7 of Swords, no. Not very often I'm happy to see the 7 of Swords card, but that is a no. And I just said one card, yes or no. Will it happen? No. Hope it's right. Yeah, I really do. Oh, that's John Jr. Honestly. He had 0 qualifications to open his mouth on anything to do with the human race. My theory is aliens came down one night, looked at him and thought, observed him for a while, see if he was a worthy candidate for abduction and stuff, and they went, oh, hell no. I ain't gonna grab him. What's happened, Secret Zelda? Is your aunt? Oh, sorry, she's had bad news. We'll keep her in our prayers. I said I was surprised that coronavirus decided to have any contact with our Foreign Affairs Minister, Peter Dutton. If you've seen a picture of the guy, you'll know why it'd be a surprise. But hello, Carrie. How are you? You're the lady who asked about the Amish. Coronavirus is afraid of Trump. It's not afraid of Trump. It just doesn't think he's worth the trouble. He's thinking, oh, somebody else will get him. I'm not even going to be bothered. Yeah. Yes, Zelda. I'll just do a quick prayer. Universal Spirit, please send healing light and energy to Zelda's aunt in her battles with her health, and wishes and hopes for the best outcome. Yes, exactly. Oh, hell no. Yeah, now, the other thing I had got a couple of questions. Now, somebody made a comment that her aunt or her mother had a saying, the younger generation get wiser but weaker. Yes, I can see where that comes from, but I'm just thinking about this youngest generation, meaning the young people who have been affected by all these school shootings over the last 10 years, who are growing up with these school shootings, those wonderful students from Florida, Parkland in Florida, that are coming in to vote, that are working so hard to get their agenda through. And I'm wondering if this generation is the generation that is, instead of getting weaker, are going to take what they've learned from their parents' generation and what they've lived through and grow stronger. So that's the first question I'm going to ask about that generation. That is the 17, 18, 19, 20-year-olds that have lived through the last few years. And so I'm going to ask if they're going to get stronger. Now, I'm not going to use the tone it down deck for these guys because they deserve the brightest I can give them, which is my Anna Libri deck, which is the brightest deck in my collection. And yes, and it's so, her drawings, to me, they're just so full of energy. They leap out the page at me, and I just feel energized looking at them. And so maybe they can't tell the time on a clock, but that's because they don't use analog clocks anymore. But that doesn't mean they can't learn and won't learn. I think you may be thinking more. I'm not talking about that millennial that fell in the cracks, like of the first 10 years. I'm talking about these kids who have suffered through watching their friends die at the hands of madmen, and who have gotten up there and that includes Greta Thunberg's age and on, that generation, like they'd be 15 to 20, 21 now, you know. Are they going to just get stronger? Because we need a succeeding generation to be stronger than the last one. So are they going to get stronger? Two of coins. They're seeking a better balance than what they're being presented with, because what they're being presented with so far is just so much imbalance and manipulation by people who should be putting them in the forefront, that they're sick of it. I'm going to do, are they going to get stronger? 9 of Wands, yes. Wheel of Fortune, yes. 4 of Wands, yes, they are. They're going to get stronger. They're going to keep building. This is the 9 of Wands. This is building defenses. And they're going to use their creativity and their idea to build up their defenses and build up their resources. Yes, it's time. It's time for this generation. For you know, there's been a few generations where the responsibility they haven't stepped up to take on that responsibility, not with any real seriousness. This generation, and it includes a few of the ones who, the younger reps who made it into the Senate in 2018, like AOC and Aisha Harris and those young women. They're leading the way for them, and they are looking at those young women and thinking, yes, we can do that. They're using them as, and some younger men as well, who they're saying, yes, we can do that. And those people who have stepped up for the first time ever to put themselves into the house, and yes, they're saying, yes, we can do this too. We can represent our homes. We can bring our ideas and our creativity to the fore. They are the hope for the future. I'm sorry to say that there's a lot of people my age. I'm not in my 20s. I'm not in my 30s or my 40s yet. But there are still a lot of people my age in our 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s who are stepping up. But we're not stepping up in the numbers that we need to. There's a lot of us who are doing the right thing, but there's not enough of us who have been doing it over these last years. And this is where there's going to be a huge... They have a devil to fight, and the devil isn't bad habits or drugs or whatever. It's some older people's perception of them as being spoiled brats or whatever, or this or that, or perceptions that just aren't true. So they're going to have to fight those perceptions, and they're up to the challenge, I think. Page of Swords, young, carrying forward a message that people should listen to. These young people have been forced into a position they should never have been forced into. Their parents' generation. I don't have kids, but, you know, I didn't meet my husband until I was 33. So if I'd have had kids, my children would be falling into this generation, and I would feel that I was one of the ones who'd let them down or didn't do enough. Yeah. Because the caretakers that have been put in place for them with governments and all that have not done the right thing. They do have an agenda, and it will come out. And remember, with the high priestess, it's also wisdom. They are, because of what they've had to watch and see happen, children in cages, a young person who's just speaking out for the environment, and other children her age being constantly attacked, watching their friends die. They've gained wisdom beyond their years. They might stir up a bit of conflict here and there, but sometimes that needs to happen. And I'm not talking about fighting in the streets and calling for, you know, action and all that sort of stuff. Conflict with debate. Conflict, this card can also stand for debate, political debate, you know, forcing people to talk about things. They're sick of people abusing power. You know, they see people in positions of power and they're abusing it. So, yeah, I think that this is going to be a very, very strong, a much stronger generation than the one before them. There's still a few years away from taking on that mantle, but they will do it. Well, yeah, it's a lot of young people. They don't use pens and papers anymore, but they're all at home now. And, you know, you can always sit them down with a pen and a paper and say, write me a letter. Write me about what your hopes and dreams are. Don't attach any blame. Write about what you think you could do to help bring those hopes and dreams about. just because they're all on computers at school doesn't mean you can't get them to sit down and write a letter at home. Who am I to talk? I don't even write letters anymore. I used to be a letter writer, and of course it's easier with email and this and that. But, you know, sometimes seeing it in handwriting can pack a punch that a letter wouldn't. I'm just going to take the scarf off here because it's just a bit itchy. Now, the other question I had about this generation, a lot of them are coming in to vote. They'll be voting this year. Are they as a whole, and I don't mean I know that not every single one of them will, but as a whole, will a majority of them turn on the Republicans? Oops. Will a majority of this generation I'm talking about turn on the Republicans? Yes, I know a lot of the stuff that happened while Obama was in there, but you know, they've got Bernie preaching great stuff to them. Yeah, you can have free healthcare for everyone. It's just a matter of finding the right model. Yes, I was going to ask, can you actually read your husband's writing? I know. My writing can start out nice, but the more I write, the more indecipherable it becomes. Okay, so will this generation on a whole turn away from Republicans? I know not every one of them will, and you know, I guess we're asking, will the majority of them turn away from the Republicans? This is in the US. One more. The Queen of Cups. Stability, emotional stability. They're more mature than some people who are 10, 12 years ahead of them, which would be the Knights. They're sort of at this, they've had to leap a level of maturity. They've sort of had to leap the page and then leap the Knight. And they're sort of, a lot of them are at this level of maturity. Now I'm going to do 3 layers. I do 3 layers because you can't always get the right, you know, full answer in one. So that means when I do 3 layers of my triangle, I do 9 cards. So we'll look at the middle one first. They really, again, this is the abuse of power card. They're sick of it. They're sick of it. Well, that is a no card. On top of it is a yes card. They feel that these people should have to answer for their actions. This chicken's coming home to roost. the emus and everything and the outhouses. So those of you who are new, when I call it the chickens coming home to roost card, it's basically you're going to get what you deserve. And my favourite saying, may your chooks turn to emus and kick your dunny down. You're going to get your cunny done. They want to see their dunnies get kicked down. They want, this is a maybe card. They want someone there who is thoughtful with their words, who is wise, who looks for justice in every aspect. Are they justified in taking the actions they're taking? Wise, thoughtful, thinks about things and thinks about how justified they are in doing what they're doing with their high office. That's the sort of person they want. They're really hoping that this is the sort of person they will get. They feel that in order for them to be able to fulfill what they want to see done and what they want to have happen in their world as they grow older, they really hope to get that sort of a leader. These guys, so that's a yes card. 8 of coins is a yes card. And they will look at everything that is presented in front of them with more detail than perhaps the past couple of generations have. I think, and look, this is true in Australia, it's true in England, people just tend to look at the surface of what's presented. Oh, it sounds good to me, so I'll vote for it. They don't look below the surface and get into the real details of things. And this generation aren't going to do that. They're going to look at every little aspect of what's presented before them before they say yay or nay. And justice. Again, this is a yes card. No, it's a maybe card. So yeah, they're much more swinging towards turning on Republicans. So yes, again, they're going to look to who can provide justice, who can justify their actions. Again, looking at this, the King of Swords. Again, they want someone who will be able to justify their actions properly, not try and do it, but really do it. To be able to present proof that yes, they were right in doing what they did. This is the Death card transformation. There's a lot of people, young people who've been grown up taught Republicans are it, and they don't believe that. Their belief in that has died, along with some of their friends, and they're looking to go a different way, whether it be independent or democratic. They're changing. They might not bring it up at home or whatever, but I personally believe that your wife, your child, whoever, your husband, they have the right to vote who they want to vote for, and you should not ask them who they vote for. That is, to me, you respect their choices, even if you might not agree with them. Don't ask them who they vote for, because it's not right for you to push your views on some other people or to cause a rift. I've heard of people throwing their family members out of the house because they want to vote Democrat or independent. That's ridiculous. And possibly it's happened the other way around as well. It's time for that change. It's time for that change. And this is saying that as well. 9 of Pentacles. That's a yes card. And this is interesting because it's on top of the Death card, the transformation. The end of thinking we're sitting pretty because someone else will look after us. No, they don't believe that anymore. Who's looked after their friends? Who's looked after their environment? Nobody. So they don't believe that anymore, that all you have to do is sit tight and somebody else will look after you. No. And on top of the 9 of Coins is the 2 of Swords, which again is a maybe card. So there's a lot of maybe and yeses sitting on the nose that we hear. They're at a crossroads and they're thinking really, really carefully what they're going to do with their vote in this election. And I think there's going to be a huge drive to get young voters registered. Okay, so that's generally, I think, yeah, there's going to be a huge swing by young people against the Republicans. They might not all go Democrat. A lot of them might go independent, but still vote Democrat, even though they declare themselves independent. Yeah. So let's not have cats be transmitters. Oh. Yeah, okay. Hello. Interesting to see the conversation taking place there about cats. Beers. Oh, I'll tell you what, I haven't had a beer in ages. I don't drink a lot. I'd have one beer and I'd have trouble getting through half of it. So, oh, that ever see the light of that black box? That is the that's that server, isn't it? I will look at that. Well, I think I did a reading on that a few months back, that yes, it would come to light. They would have to show everything that's in it. I'll do that one quickly, and then I have another question. Okay, and it's away from this young people, this young generation. I've asked the 2 questions. Anyone else have a question for me? So I'll do that. Server where all these conversations are put. Will the secret high security server will the contents of it come to light? Look, popped out. Yes, institution. I think that's the Supreme Court. Yep. Disappointing news for Trump. The Supreme Court's going to go, yes, it needs to come out. He'll probably resist it. And it's going to have so much on it about his ways of getting money. Going to be an overflowing of emotion about it. I am in Western Australia. I am in Perth, often called the most isolated city in the world. And look, they're going to be building up their defences and saying, no, 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 no. But yes, 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 9 of Wands is a yes card. You know, Page of Swords is a yes card. They're all yes cards or maybe cards. One, yeah, more news, Page of Pentacles, yes card. More news on money is going to come out. All about how he's used his position of power to line his coffers. It's going to lead to him, yeah, he doesn't want to do it, but it's going to have to happen, or they don't want to do it. And it's going to lead to a slew of indictments. That's what I think. Okay. Rachel, I don't think the military is able to do that. I don't think they have that authority has never been put into the military's hand. That is, I think, to prevent things such as military dictatorships and everything happening. They have to remain apolitical. I don't think they have the legal power to do it. And I don't think they would try to do it because it would set a very bad precedent for the future. When will the media stop Trump airing his rallies? Yes, well, they can just, you know, come out, and the minute he steers away from what's happening with the, you know, into the I'm perfect and I'm all that, say, Mr. President, we're turning off the cameras now. Thank you for your time. And leave. They can give him a short airing. The Secret Service is the ones who, I always thought it would be the Sergeant at Arms from the Congress whose job that would be to do. And the Secret Service would not stop him because to do so would be illegal and they won't break the law for Trump. But anyway, will the media stop? I mean, they're in a bit of a hard place, the media, aren't they? They have a duty to report on things, but the thing is, he'll be going along being sensible and then suddenly he'll go off into his rally thing. And I just think that the minute he does that, the reporters just should point to the camera and go and say, Mr. President, we've turned off the camera because we're not here to cover your rallying speeches. And if he gets mad, he gets mad. You know, they have a right. Or they can keep it rolling and just edit it out and just say, we're going to show you what the president said with regard to coronavirus, but we will not be showing you the things he said as using that pulpit as a rallying point. So, oh, he did he? You're Pence, hey? Will they? Yeah, okay. The Secret Service will remove him. Or somebody will. Let's see. That sounds like right. Imagine him being dragged out for trespassing. Anyway, the media and Trump's rallies. Yeah, they're in a bit of they so want to not cover them. But because he puts in bits of information, he uses this offering as information as a cover to rally his forces and gain more support. They have to cover him. It would be great, but he might, yes, they could get up and leave, but he might not allow them back in. So now let's have a look. Pence to CNN. Did he do that? Did Pence threaten to withhold Fauci if CNN didn't cover Trump, everything that Trump says? Court stenographer, that would be a good idea. Then it can all be taken down and used against him. Did Pence threaten to withhold Fauci from CNN? It would be from all the media if they didn't cover everything Trump says. We've got a no, we've got a yes, we've got a no. We've got a yes, sorry. Yeah, he threatened to cut them off from Fauci. That's the no, but he did threaten to do it because there's two yeses here. thought he was delivering a really big piece of bad news, but that's not going to happen. That's not the way the world works. That's what this means in this instance. That's not the way the world works. It's beyond, you know. Let's do another layer. Temperance. That's a yes card. Seven of Pentacles is a maybe card. Assessment. Three of Coins is a yes card. So yeah, he's threatening to do it. He is. I think that networks are in talks with him at the moment, assessing the situation and saying, look, you have to have a clear look at this. We need his assessments. They're trying to work with him. So yeah, he threatened to do it. Let's have a look. Yes. It is going to come to light, be fully illuminated. He is going to come to an agreement. This is Fauci. When I saw this card, I thought, this is Fauci. He's not going to stop talking. He's going to get his message out any way he can. And, you know, so he won't stop talking. So, yeah, Pence did threaten to do it, which would have been a great loss to people because he is bringing calm and comfort to a lot of people. Will it happen? Yes, no, in one card. Will it happen? Yes, no, in one card. Will Pence cut Fauci off from the media if they don't cover Trump's rallies? No. No. It won't happen. He's threatened to, but it won't happen. Our little Bubba girl cameo, who's been very shy lately, she's been spending a lot of time with hubby. I think because he's having a hard time with all this, and he's been in a lot of pain, and I think she feels like he needs her. So she's been spending a lot of time with him, giving him comfort, driving him nuts sometimes, but he's, you know, she's been spending a lot of time in the front room with him. Now, Johnny had a extremely well-justified rant about the children at the border. Good on you, Johnny. It is, and this is for entertainment purposes only, so I'm going to be very entertaining, and you know I try to keep swearing down at a minimum. It is a mother effing disgrace. Okay? It is evil incarnate and just so wrong. I don't know if I believe in heaven and hell, but I do believe that when he slips this mortal coil, because he authorized it, Miller may have suggested it, but he authorized it and let it go ahead, he is going to have to suffer eternal lashes of pain that never go away. That's what I want. Okay, I'll say it right out. He's a motherfucker. Okay, there you go. Okay, but the question I have is, I honestly believe in my heart that the next administration is going to try and reunite as many children as possible with their loved ones. whether they bring the parents here or they send those children back to the countries of origin. But there are going to be children that have nowhere to go anymore, or that don't have any family left, that you can't send them back because they'll be all alone. Will they be brought into American society, those children that happens to? My honest belief is that they should be granted American citizenship and placed with immigrant families from their own countries, if possible, to be brought up. And they should be granted American citizenship. That's my honest belief. And I honestly believe that if we're not exactly, we don't exactly, not, our hands aren't innocent of blood here in Australia either. I would like to, I think that children like that who have no one left because they've been sent home and subsequently killed or whatever, or died, or in these hellholes, they should be given citizenship. I'd like to see it in our own country too. But will that happen? Will these children who ultimately left with nowhere to go, no family anymore, can't be sent back, will they be placed with immigrant families and given American citizenship? Sort of like darker streamers, That's an offer. Maybe some people are looking, lawyers or something are looking to work on that. Circles of support, 3 of cups, that's a yes. Chariot, it's a yes. Again, the Knight of Cups, that's a yes, an offer. People might be a bit sceptical of the offer because often it's too good to be true, but there's 2 other yes cards. Very strong one with the Chariot. Circle of support, 3 of Cups. 8 of Cups is a no. The Hermit is a maybe. Upside down. I'm not going to do a reverse on that. There shouldn't be reverses in this deck. Yeah, they feel like everyone's turned their backs on them. They're feeling isolated and alone. That's a maybe card, so that's a good card. People are working on this. They are working on this. Star, yes card, hope. They're vulnerable too, these kids. Page of Cups, emotional news. Normally this would be the GOP card. This is dreams of a happy family. Their dreams of a happy family were taken from them, living with their families, but they have new dreams, some of them, that they will be able to have families of themselves one day, of their own one day. So look, I'm hoping that these cards are right. I'm always a bit skeptical sometimes when we're looking at a subject like this of the Knight of Cups, that perhaps they might be offered, they might be told that they could get more than they actually would, but that's in terms of other things besides citizenship. I think definitely people are talking about it, definitely people are campaigning for it, but they're keeping it quiet at the moment. They're going to put it towards the next administration, I think. hopefully a lot of these children will be able to be reunited with their parents. That's the hope you want for most of them. But there are going to be those who have no one left. And I think that, you know, this would be a good thing. Yes, given a social citizenship, a social security number, access, yeah, free college and university education, free education. And, you know, anyway, it could be a soft touch and a calmer approach. I don't think it's something that you should go charging in and demanding. I think it's something that when the new administration comes in, that the people were advocating for these young people. I just got a flash when I was putting this card back in the deck. The Chariot, the new administration is going to be the vehicle for this to happen. That just popped into my head. So I think they will make a start on it and they will get it underway. I don't know how long it will happen, but hopefully they'll be out of the cages and at the very least placed with families, immigrant families, hopefully from their own country. Anyone else got any questions that they'd like to ask? Yes, free therapy trauma has lasting effects. A lot of these children are going to have PTSD. Yeah. Yes. Am I a Leo? No, darling. I am, Teresa, I am a Capricorn. I was born on New Year's Eve. I came in with decimal currency in Australia. Will it be Biden versus Trump? All right, I'll have a look at that. Okay, will it be Biden versus Trump? You're a Capricorn too, Lourdes. Do you have trouble with your knees? Lourdes, do you? Every Capricorn I've ever met has trouble with their knees. Does Ivanka have any guilt about the children in cages? I'll do this. Biden versus Trump. Will the presidential race be Biden versus Trump? Yes, no, and 3 cards. No. Yes. I get a yes, but I'm going to do that one again. Maybe just do more cards on it. I was going to do 3 cards, but I get a yes, but my brain's still screaming no, no, no. Whether that's my wishes or not. That's why sometimes I'll do extra layers to see if it's just me wishful thinking. And I stop at 3 because the whole story comes out then. We've got the King of Wands. That's Trump. He wants it to be, but there's loss here. And this is the top card. This is the first card. So this is the overriding layer for the answer. So on top of the on top of the 5 of cards, 5 of cups, which is a no card, there is the Devil, which is a no card. Again, we've got the 6 of Wands over the King of Wands. Trump is he thinks he will win. It's just people's wishes. Ace of Swords. I'm reading this as the ugly truth for the greedy merchant. got a page of coin. Honestly, I don't know what I'm picking up on here, but I just get this middle row is no. No. Oh, hell no. And news is going to come out about money. The secondary row is Trump believes he's going to be there, and he believes he's going to win, and he believes he's going to continue to be able to line his coffers and abuse his power for the next 4 years. So I've got a no, got a yes, and this is like the greedy merchant. This is just be a yes card. Is in for a real stab of truth. It's like this card's gonna, the sword's gonna go whoop, 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 and jab him in the ass big time, because so much is going to come to light. Well, I'd like a yes, no. Trump is so set in his belief, and this is at the moment. So at the moment, I would have to say yes, because he hasn't been kicked out yet. If they don't kick him out, he will be there. So yes, at the moment. But even if he does, despite his belief that he's going to win, that's not going to happen. So, yeah, at this moment, he's still in the White House. He's still telling the Republicans what to do. He's still, you know, so yeah. As far as he's concerned, it's, oh, well, it's on the bottom of the deck. Only a fool believes his own PR. Remember, Trump used to be his own PR. Talk himself up to journalists and all that. Jesus, I'm beginning to think that maybe they should have cut him down then and there and say, look, we know it's you, Trump. Stop trying to talk yourself up. We know you're just a colossal failure, and we're not going to waste any time with you. Especially after he did that, after the Twin Towers, when he said, well, now my buildings are the tallest in Manhattan. Oh, here it comes again. Mother effing prick. Oh. Now, what was the question about Ivanka? Does she feel guilty about the children in cages? Does Ivanka feel guilty about the children in cages? Bad shuffling. If it wants to come out, it will. Yes, please, everyone, hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, please. Yes, because yes, the Tara Reid stuff will come up because people, you know, certain people want to use it to try and tar Biden, but a lot of people just don't believe it. I don't think, unfortunately, that girl will ever get a... We'll never know her full story about it all because she's just being used as a pawn. Thank you, Zenless. Okay. Does Ivanka feel guilty about the children in cages? She's worked with others to... she's celebrating it. She doesn't feel guilty. I've got all yes cards, but they're lying. You know, well, I've got a maybe and two yeses, but they're lying cards. They're like, you know what I mean? It's like they should be reversed. She doesn't care. She's got investments with those companies. She'd rather see them there because they just cause so much trouble. And dim the light from her sunshine. Oh my God. Oh. Oh, I never thought I'd have to light the Palo Santo for this woman, but yeah. Oh, she doesn't care. She does not care. They're nothing but pawns to her. They're nothing but pawns. Oh my God. Oh, Kimberly, please take her children away from her immediately. Take them away. Send them to a distant cousin. A distant Kushner cousin. I just get something in my head saying that there's a distant Kushner cousin, that they'd be safe and well brought up and wants nothing to do with that part of the family, but would be happy to take in those children. It's just, oh. Oh, yeah, I've got the Palo Santo going. This woman is just vile. Vile. She wants to be seen as shedding light and hope for these people by speaking out and saying how bad it is that it's not known. But no, there's no strength. The cards are upright, but it's screaming at me they should be upside down, and it's like there's no strength in her arguments. She's just like, yeah, she's not trying to calm this lion. She's not trying to calm it. She's not trying to show calm strength over it. She's trying to suffocate it. But she'll defend herself. I'm a good person. Oh, I'm sorry. That's just, oh. She's evil. She's evil. She's evil. I think she's more evil than Jared. I'm sorry, she's going to join the creep fest. Horrible, horrible person. She doesn't have a conscience. She's like a father. She's a malignant narcissist like a father. She may have been taught better, but she doesn't give a damn. She doesn't give a damn. She's like her father. She's a malignant narcissist. Now, I'm going to say something about people with narcissism. Diagnosis. Not everyone who has a diagnosis that includes narcissism are evil, manipulative, mean, or anything. Yes, they can be self-focused, and they worry about themselves, and they worry about those around them because they need them in their lives. But not everyone who has a diagnosis that involves narcissism is an evil person. Malignant narcissists, yeah, they're the evil ones. So remember that term, malignant. Okay. And sometimes it's circumstances that make people that way. I mean, I think Trump was born that way. I think Ivanka was born that way. But a lot of people who have the narcissistic diagnosis, a lot of times it's circumstances. That's the way they've had to be that way to survive. So, yeah. She does it 10 times worse than a sailor. Yeah. I will read on Tiffany, but I won't read on Baron, and I won't read on, like, Trump's grandkids or anything. They're all. Listen, Tiffany is fine. She's been brought up by a very sensible mother who limited her contact with the orange baboon butt, and yeah, she's got a good head on her shoulders. It breaks her heart, but she knows what her father is. She wishes he could be different, but she knows what he is, and she's not going to step in there and try and change him anytime soon, because she knows it would just lead to more heartbreak for her. I am going to get a different deck. While I'm doing that, if anyone has, oh, I've got my shadow somewhere, has another question that they'd like me to ask. This is Liz Dean. I love Liz Dean's decks. I have a few of hers as well. She does the Victorian Steampunk Tarot, I think, as well. So this is the Magic of Tarot deck. Very cute little deck. Great illustrations. I think it has a new cover now, so yeah, I'm swapping glasses because I have this distance and beyond computer screen distance, as well as reading, and this is reading a computer. So okay. Has anyone got something? Will the darker population get citizenship? Yes, we'll have a look at that. Will the darker population get citizenship? Will the darker population? I know my husband's going to come out and say, what's that smell? Is that incense stuff again? And I'll say, yes, it is. I'll tell you what, it's calmed me down. It has settled me down. Oh. I did praise the protection today, but I'm going to go on an extra universal spirit, please bring down an extra protective light over myself, my husband, our fur babies, and our friends and families, wherever they may be in the world. Also bring down extra protection for all those who are joining me in this live chat, and their friends and families, wherever they may be in the world. Okay. First things first. Yes, I will look at charges for the trumpet. But first things first. The darker generation. Will they get their citizenship? What's on the bottom? Page of Pentacles. Opportunity. News of opportunity. The Emperor. That's a maybe. Nine of Swords, anxiety. That's a no. 10 of Wands is a no. But again, I'm only on the bottom layer. But we can all guess who this is. If the Emperor has anything to do with it, no. Not what he's in. The 8 of Wands is a yes. The 2 of Swords is a maybe. 3 of Wands is a yes. That's 8 of Wands on top of the Emperor. Things are going to happen quickly, and there's going to be a bit of a crossroads moment, and so that anxiety that they're continually put over, there's going to be a change with that, a crossroads with that burden they've been feeling about not basically feeling stateless. Good news is going to come to them. Temperance is a yes. 9 of Cups is a yes. That's the wish card. 4 of Cups is a is a maybe. Yes. Oh, yes. It is going to happen, but not what Trump is in. Okay. They're going to have to be patient. They're going to have to hang on for a while longer. Their wishes will be granted. In this case, it's not an offer they don't want. It's that apathy, that feeling of statelessness is going to be lifted. Yes, they will, but it's still going to take time. Not going to happen while Trump is in power. It's not going to happen while anyone Republican is in power. But it will happen. Night, Lourdes. Thank you so much for joining me. Hello, Kate Sweet Blue. Welcome. The orange baboon. Buffoon. I call him the orange baboon. Baboon's ass. Ooh. I honestly would not want to go in there and try and tap into his thoughts. Am I doing okay? Yes, I am, darling. Thank you so much, Larry girl. Yes, I've got the Palo Santo burning. It's just, just reading those cards on Witcher. The Binchka. I can't say her name. Ugh. That just hit me from out of nowhere, really. And yeah. Oh, I'm okay, darling. I'm okay. That's why I brought down some extra protective, asked for some extra protective light over us all. And I have the Palo Santo to clear the energy. So yeah, I had it burning when I did the Creep Fest video the other day. But yeah, that one, now she's right there with the Creep Fest. Oh, sweetheart, how long have I been going? Yeah, look, I'll be wrapping up in about half an hour. I do have an agreement with my husband that I only do 2 hours when I do live because, it's, otherwise he can't come into the kitchen and lounge area and stuff like that. So we reached a very nice, hospitable agreement. So, yeah, I'm only going to be here for another half an hour. Yeah, I do actually tend to go and take a bit of a nap and a break after I've done readings because, yeah, it does make you tired. Yeah. Teresa Gillette, hello. Where's Teresa Gillette? Sharon Sype, welcome. Wheezy Squeeze Box. Oh, I love that name. Ah. Sorry, Endless Serenity. Your name's been topped by another one. Somebody else. Wheezy Squeeze Box. That's gorgeous. And thank you for thinking about me and stuff. Yeah. Now let's see. Somebody asked something that I was going to look at. Oh yeah, the darker thing. Anyone else got something to ask? Because I've gone through the list of questions that I had. He's drugged and everyone knows it. Thank you, Eunice. It's really nice to know that you guys like what I do and like to share it with me. I love sharing it with you. I am still doing pre-records, as you've probably seen. Is Deutsche Bank going to call in Trump's loans? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Texarkana. I will read on something lighter. Somebody suggest something lighter. If you want a little bit of a lighter reading, I did a little half-hour live session last night and did a couple of pop culture readings. Pop culture may be frivolous and boring and all that, but sometimes you need to read on something a little bit light. So I've done some of that. I'll do the Deutsche Bank, and then somebody come up with something light to read on, and I will do that. And I will use the funnest deck that I have to do that with. Okay? Yes, I do have pets. We have a little dog, a half Australian Terrier, half Scotty, called Whitby. And we have, of course, my darling Cameo, who you would see in some of the videos. As I said today, she's spending a lot of time with her dad at the moment. I think she feels that he needs her. And you like the Amelia readings? Yes, I am. The next one is going to be cover what happened after they went down, and then it's going to start asking a few questions. I think I'll probably do another two. Okay. They haven't got it. Well, they should get it. Yeah. What was that question? Oh, Deutsche Bank. Deutsche Bank. Lovers. They're talking to somebody, coming to agreements with somebody. Will they call in his loans? Yes, I'm getting. Yeah, there was only one no card amongst the overwhelming yeses and maybes, and that was the 9 of Swords. Yeah, they're going to call in his loan. They're going to call in his loans, and he's tossing and turning about it. In the process, Russia. Not often I read the Queen of Cups as Russia. Money laundering. That's going to come out. He thinks he can pull off a trick, but he can't. He thinks he can get away with it, but he can't. Investigations. He's going to have a bit of a rough time of it. He's not going to be able to sail into smoother waters with this one. The Knight of Wands, offering information on actions, investigations, victory over Trump, homes. They're going to get Mar-a-Lago. They're going to get Mar-a-Lago. I'm sure of it. Anyway, okay. Now, what's the title on what video? Teresa? I'll do a quick reading on the Hispanic serviceman. And then I really do want to like, comment. Okay, I have something light to read on. And I'm going to do another oracle card thing. Oh, religious versus pagan. Oh, definitely. I'm going to look at that. I know the exact deck to use for that too. Okay, let's see. Okay, the Hispanic servicemen who served for the US, will they get citizenship? I take it they're fighting for it now. Ace of Pentacles, that's a yes. Citizenship and compensation. Queen of Wands, yes. King of Swords. That's a maybe, and 2 maybes and a yes. That's a yes. Trump doesn't want it, but somebody else does. Queen of Wands is a yes. Nancy's certainly looking into it. 5 of Cups. They've suffered losses. 7 of Swords is a no. We've got 2 nodes here, but another maybe with the Hangman. Yeah, Trump doesn't want it. He wants them all to go away. He thinks they'd be getting something they don't deserve. Yeah, right. The Chariot, yes. The World, yes. 7 of Pentacles, assessment, yes. But again, it's going to take a while. Okay. Okay, let's do this last reading. So religion versus pagans. Will our society become one of the religious versus the pagans? I know the deck for that. In fact, I'm going to do 2 different decks on this and make it 3. I'm going to do use 3 decks with my yes/no triangle, 1 layer for each deck. So, and the decks will get smaller as we go. So, love that question. I reckon there's a lot of good in pagan. Let us examine. Deck 1, first layer is going to be the Druid Craft Tarot. So, get the bottom card and 3 from each deck. Will our world boil down to religion versus paganism? Yeah, what a question. Love it! Love it! Paganism doesn't mean, you know, sacrificing animals on an altar or anything. Basic natural rhythms and listening to the earth more. Rituals that help, rituals of good intent, rituals that are for good intent only, not for power, not rituals for power, but rituals for good intent. Let's see. Ace of Swords. So they're saying, yes, a lot of people are going to be looking towards that elemental truth that's often believed to be part of paganism. We're very anxious. 10 of Swords, 10 of Swords. This layer says no. Very clearly no. There's 9 of Wands, 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords, and 5 of Wands. And they're all no cards. I think people are scared of such an idea of turning to paganism. They feel like it'd be stabbing the back on society, and they feel scared that people are going to start doing weird and strange things to them, and there'd be a bit of conflict. So that's a no. The next deck I'm going to use is the Celtic Tarot by Universal Celtic Tarot, sorry. Lo Scarabeo. Floriana Nativo and Christina Scagliotti. So the next layer is going to be that. So the top layer was, yes, people are really intrigued by it, going back to natural elements and nature and stuff. But it's a very scary thing. I think a lot of people are scared. They're afraid people are going to start, you know, turning up in hoods and cloaks and dragging them out to the woods to do crazy stuff to them. I wouldn't drag anyone out in the woods. I've got my altar set up in the backyard. Yes, so true, Johnny. On the bottom of that, what? 4 of Wands. They want. This is. I'm reading off the. Taking the card off the bottom of the deck because that's subconscious. Subconsciously, they They like the idea of a home that's in harmony with nature and each other. What's the conscious say? Ace of Cups. Somebody, Five of Swords, again, that's a no, but Ace of Cups is a yes. And Judgment is a yes. So this is interesting. The Ace of Cups here, Celtic Witch pointed out, there's a little troll sitting under the cup. So there are always going to be people who crave the power that can be given, that belongs with ritual. And make no mistake, there is a lot of ritual in politics. And there's a lot of ritual involved in a lot of things. They crave the power. They're always going to be that crave the power that can come with rituals. But yes, there are some elements. Five of Swords, again, this is a no, because as with the little goblin under the thing, that want that power to abuse it. Judgment, that even in the end, judgment will catch up with them, and they can't escape that. They will have to pay. So again, this is two yeses and a no, but we've still got more no's happening here. Okay. Interesting. Underneath the Four of Wands was another Ace of Swords. They still want that elemental truth. But, of course, there's always people who want more. The last layer is my little deck, Tarot of the Pagan Cats. I love this deck. It's so much fun. And I thought, oh, it's perfect to wrap up the three layers here. So let's have a look. Will our society come down to religion versus pagan? Religion versus paganism. Any form of religion versus paganism. Yes, if you have a Christmas tree, you're practicing a pagan ritual. If you put an offering out to Santa, you're practicing a pagan ritual. If you're getting your Easter eggs out for your children, for the Easter Bunny to visit, pagan ritual. There's so much pagan ritual in our everyday lives and in our religious, different religious, secular community. Oh, a couple of cards fell out. A couple of cards fell out. The King of Swords fell out, and the Two of Swords, they fell out, so I'll just put them aside. King of Swords and Two of Swords. King of Swords is a maybe card. Two of Swords is a maybe card. So, yes, there are a lot of people thinking, wow, maybe we can get more out of that, out of, you know, rising with the sun and celebrating the solstice. But anyway, they just flew out. So it's just a small deck. They sort of, the cards can tend to go everywhere, but they sort of really just dropped out. So anyway, let's look on the bottom. Seven of Coins. People are assessing what religion is offering them, and they don't feel it's offering them enough. They're not getting what they need out of it. Whew. I've got an urge to add this one to it as well, the Hermit. They're feeling increasingly isolated by organised religion. So let's see, last layer. Ace of Pentacles. It's got the gap in the head. Queen of Swords is a maybe. And Three of Wands is a yes. So again, we've got maybe some yeses, outnumbering the no's. The yes here with the Ace of Swords. This is interesting because it's got that head with a gap in it. Now, if any of you watch Lena Rodriguez, you'll notice when she points out to the traditional Rider-Waite with the gap in the hedge is an indication that you can keep making mistakes, going through the hedge and making the same mistake. So you have to be careful of making the same mistakes that's happened with organised religions, letting people corrupt the power that comes with it, that they get from ritual. Queen of Swords is maybe she is. It's important to call people forth and make sure that keep people honest. Call them forth and tell them, look, you've been very abusive here of your power. You have to answer to that. Call people forth to answer for their abusive actions. But yes, if it's done right, it can bring everything to us that we need. Yeah, I think there's going to be an increase in people just turning away from organised religion to the more natural way to do things. I don't know if it'll ever be enough that you see a pagan in high office, but yeah. But again, with anything that involves ritual that can bring wealth and power, you've got to be careful of those who abuse it. Anyway, my darlings, oh yeah, I've still got a few more minutes. So I'll put these up. How about one more reading? Can somebody give me another question? Another fun one. How many Trump's followers? Unfortunately, a lot of them's going to get it. And a lot of them are going to listen to him and try these medicines that one he's plugging at the moment. I'm not going to say the name, but it's authorities saying, no, don't just go and take it. Because if you have heart problems, it can kill you. Okay. Is the Easter Bunny real? Okay. Talk about pagan. Is the Easter Bunny real? Absolutely. Let's go there. Let's call the little bugger out, shall we? I love Ari Melba. He is so cute. And Chris Hayes, I don't know why. It must be the Clark Kent glasses or the fact that he's got really riveting eyes behind those glasses. I just find him so sexy. And the slick down hair. But yeah, Ari is so cute. He is delectable. Okay, let's have a look. And I'm not going to apologise if if there's any bias in my reading of the cards with this one either. Will 45 do Easter Sunday services? He'll certainly encourage it because he thinks that people will thank him for it. But unfortunately, I think if they go ahead, there's going to be a bloom in cases everywhere that big services, large services took place. No, they're not. No, Chris Hayes and Rachel Maddow are not the same person, Johnny. Will Prince Harry move? You know, I tend to steer away from Prince Harry and Meghan because I just think that he worked for years and years. They've stripped him of his military titles, which he earned. He didn't just, he earned a lot. He went and he fought for his country, and then stripped him of his titles and all that. I just think that they just need to be left in peace. So I don't tend to go near them. Okay, is the Easter Bunny real? The sun. I think that says about all, but we'll have a look. The Empress, yes. The moon. Some people might deny him, but that's just them. The Empress, yes. It's abundance. The Empress, actually, that's a good yes card to get for the Easter Bunny, because she represents a lot of what the Easter Bunny represents. Rebirth, renewal, abundance. There are always going to be those people who deny him, but there's always going to be a light shining down to say, you can deny all you want, but that light's never going to get extinguished. The Six of Cups, yes, yes. He's real in all of us. He's real in our memories of being children and having and looking for, you know, your Easter eggs on your plate Sunday morning or wherever they were hidden. People might try and deny him, but I'll tell you what, this lady in here, she's determined. She's holding that person as if she's not going to let him go. So people might try and deny the Easter Bunny, the fuckers, but she's hanging on for dear life. She's not ever going to let go of that belief. Ace of Pentacles, yes, of course he's real. Of course he's real. He brings news of good resources and renewed life. Six of Pentacles, yes, he shares all that is good with the world. You know, the spring, renewal, spring, a change in the seasons, love and belief. He shares all those things that are good. Bunny, Knight of Wands. There are people who will try and tell you that he's not all he seems. You don't listen to those assholes. The World, yes, of course he's real. He is a global superstar, the Easter Bunny. Denying him, it's just wrong. I mean, come on. Would you deny the world the happiness that little fella brings? If you do, you're a MFing P. And the Lovers. Look at this. The Easter Bunny. If that guy in the middle is the Easter Bunny, he can turn up on my doorstep right now. My husband might not be too happy, but everyone works with the Easter Bunny so that their children can get what they need. He works with everyone. So yeah, the Easter Bunny's real. Don't tell me he's not, because I'll tell you what is it Johnny said? If you make me hate you, I'll hate you forever. One last quick one. Who else will we look at? Somebody light and fun. Your husband wouldn't mind as long as he bought the chocolates, okay? My husband would say, thanks for the chocolates, piss off, will you? An oracle reading. You want an oracle reading? Okay, cool, no problem. I've got one. Since we're going into all things mystical, let's have a look. This is a Doreen Virtue deck, okay? If you've got a problem with that, well, you know, I don't. People are allowed to go on their journey, their spiritual journey the way they want to. That doesn't mean that things they created at the time they were in that part of their journey aren't still valid. So, yeah. So, healing with the fairies. Let's have a look at what they say. Oh, I love Rocky Road chocolate. Oh, but being diabetic, I've got to be careful. You know, Easter chocolates with me, they just last for months because I can only go through a little bit at a time. So. Thank you, Eunice. Okay, so one last quick 3 cards reading for Easter. I will do another one. I do the 3 card ones on my mobile, and because I just do a quick one and then I post it directly from my mobile so they get up there quickly. And I'll be doing another one this afternoon for the next 24 odd hours. This one is, what can we do for Easter? Body movement. Keep moving. Keep moving. Body movement is so important. Get up, walk around, do what you can, even if you can't get outside a lot. If you've got a yard or something, move around it. Hop on a strider if you've got one, or a bike. But even if you just get up and put on some of your favourite music and dance around, enjoy it. So important. Honouring your true feelings. Again, remember the other day we had the sad embrace, that it's okay to feel sad. You know, this should be a happy time when you can get together with your family and everything. And a lot of people aren't going to be able to do that. And they're going to feel sad. Hi, Karen. Yes, it is almost finished, but, you know, I will be here again in a couple of days. Yeah, so it's okay to feel sad that you can't get together with your family and all that. Get in contact with any way you can, whether it's by Skype or text or phone calls. Talk to them anyway. Just because you can't be in the same room doesn't mean you can't share that love. But it is okay to feel a little bit sad about it. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. It doesn't mean you're selfish. It's okay. Because if you don't acknowledge that, it can eat away at you and eat away at you and just make the situation a lot worse. So acknowledge that and accept that it's okay to feel a bit down. Last card, laughter. I don't know why, but whenever I use these cards, this card often pops up. I wonder why. Share laughter. Share it. Even if you're just there by yourself, share it on the phone with somebody or on Facebook, on some. Share laughter with your family, with your friends. Just share laughter. To me, laughter is, it's the gift that it is a precious gift that we should never take. We should never ignore. Someone might tell you a corny joke and you might go, oh. But, you know, you want to know what one of my favourite jokes in the world is? Why do giraffes have such long necks? And you know what the answer is? Because their heads are so far away from their bodies. And I'm sorry, but every time I tell that joke, I crack up. I love it. It is the best thing in the world. So laughter. Remember to laugh. Keep moving. Don't feel bad if you're feeling sad. Acknowledge that you have a right to, and it doesn't mean you're selfish if you don't. Find laughter. Find laughter. Find something that makes you smile, whether it's watching your pet's antics or, you know, find something that makes you smile. Laugh. Share a laugh with those around you if you can. Or if you're away from family but you can still contact them, share a laugh. If you've got nobody that you can share a laugh with, you're always welcome to hop on my channel when I'm live. I'll be happy to share a laugh with you. Okay. Look, I do have to go. I love you all so much. Thank you for joining me. Marsha P. Hello. I will look into sorting out that settings and making Cappy and Larry's Girl moderators. So far, I don't think I've had to deal with too many trolls, but I think that might be increasing in the future. But anyway, thank you so much. I love you all, and I'll see you at the next live reading. And please remember, I will be putting up more videos, okay? Bye-bye.